Part 5. The Mantle and the Whirlwind, a test of staying. Over time, the bond between master and student grew stronger. Elisha began to understand the rhythm of Elijah's ministry, when to act boldly, when to wait, when to pray, and when to confront. He learned the secret of the mantle, the symbol of prophetic authority, and slowly began to feel its weight, pressing into his spirit, shaping him, preparing him to take over. Years later, when Elijah was about to be taken, Elijah knew it. The heavens knew it. And Elisha, though he did not yet understand everything, felt the gravity of it settling deep within him. He refused to leave Elijah's side. 3 times Elijah tested him. 3 times Elisha stayed. They stood together at Gilgal, the place of beginnings and endings. The air was heavy with unspoken truth. Elijah turned to Elisha and said calmly, almost gently, "Stay here. The Lord has sent me to Bethel." It sounded simple, polite, almost casual, but it was not a request. It was a test. Elisha answered without hesitation, his voice steady, resolved. "As the Lord lives, and as you yourself live, I will not leave you." So they went down to Bethel together. There, the sons of the prophets came out quietly and whispered to Elisha, their voices low, almost fearful, "Do you know that the Lord will take your master away from you today?" Elisha did not argue. He did not react. He answered softly, firmly, "Yes, I know. Keep silent." This was not gossip to him. This was sacred ground. At Bethel, Elijah tried again. "Elisha, stay here. The Lord has sent me to Jericho." Another chance to turn back. Another door offered. Elisha replied exactly as before. "As the Lord lives, and as you live, I will not leave you." And they walked on. At Jericho, the sons of the prophets repeated the warning. Again, Elisha repeated the same words. "I know. Be silent." Because this was not about knowing the outcome. It was about staying faithful through the process. At Jericho, Elijah tested him one final time. "Stay here. The Lord has sent me to the Jordan." This was the last threshold. Beyond the Jordan, there was no return. Elisha's voice rose with fire, unshaken, unyielding. "As the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you." 50 prophets stood at a distance, watching in silence as the 2 men approached the river. Elijah took his mantle, the symbol of his calling, and struck the water. The Jordan split in 2. They crossed on dry ground. On the other side, Elijah stopped. He turned to Elisha, his words heavy with finality, weighted with eternity. "Ask what I shall do for you before I am taken from you." This was not a casual offer. This was a moment of inheritance. Elisha did not ask for wealth. He did not ask for safety. He did not ask for reputation. He said with humility and clarity, "Please let there be a double portion of your spirit upon me." This was not arrogance. In ancient Israel, a double portion was the inheritance of the firstborn. Elisha was not asking to be greater than Elijah. He was asking to be recognized as the true successor. Elijah looked at him with piercing clarity and replied, "You have asked a hard thing." Then he set the condition. "If you see me when I am taken from you, it shall be so for you, but if not, it shall not be so." Not because Elijah controlled the gift, but because spiritual authority must be witnessed, not assumed. As they walked and spoke, suddenly, a chariot of fire appeared, horses of fire, a violent separation of heaven and earth. Elijah was taken up by a whirlwind. Elisha cried out with everything in him, his voice tearing the sky. My father, the chariots of Israel and its horsemen." And then Elijah was gone. The mantle fell. To watch more videos, please subscribe, turn on your notification, like and share. Thank you for watching.